Hello and welcome back to my channel. And now today I have a treat, real treat, because we are going to start a new series about a challenge that we had in our community, which is called the Mood Wrap Challenge. So it will be a series of videos of lives that I had in my community working this challenge. And I will tell you all about what is the Mood Wrap Challenge in a few seconds. So the Mood Wrap Challenge was an idea I had. You know, everybody's doing a temperature blanket, but blankets are a little bit too big for me. I don't really work blankets. I'm more of a small, quick, easy, very texture unique things. So I was thinking this is January and we are at the beginning of the year and everybody is kind of thinking of, resolutions and new things and all kind of improvement that we want to make in our lives. So I thought it would be a good idea to see and represent in crochet way how we actually feel each and every day. So this is how the Mood Wrap idea came to life. And I presented it in my crochet community in Facebook, which of course you are very, very welcome to join us. Link is in the description box. And everybody went wild with it. So we decided about kind of moods and colors, and each and every one can make it in, any color that you want. But then I said, you know what? I will go live every day for about a week at the beginning, and we will walk the row of that day together, and I will tell you live the story about my mood for the day. Wow, what can I say? It was wild because some crazy stuff happened. And you will be able to watch all these lives in the upcoming series. So today it's going to be the first video, the first live I went. Not all the videos are in good quality, so I did not. I'm not uploading every one of them, but I think about 5. So each video will have a separate. Each live will have a separate video, and you will be able to watch. And maybe if you want to make this challenge for yourself, of course you can join us in the group and you can come and contribute to the group and make new friends and see what people are doing there. Or you can just follow the instructions and you see what's going on my lives here and these videos and do it for yourself. I would love if you join us, and I would love if you don't join us but you want to share with me your creations and what happened with your mood. It will be great. This is my final piece, and you will see everything that's going on here in the next videos. So I will see you. We are starting the Mood Wrap Challenge. If somebody is watching and you are new to the group and you just, hi Marguerite, how are you? Nice to have you here. So if you're new to the group and you just joined and you don't know me and you don't know what's going on in here, so hi, my name is Sandra and I'm the designer behind SandraStitches. And we are having this challenge where we are going to be making a mood wrap that we prepared in the last few weeks for. Today we are starting, so I have some kind of starting stages that I thought will be useful and I want to talk about. Of course, you can ask any questions in the comments, and anything that you want to ask me. So everything is fine. So first of all, we made this color. Each and every one of you can decide whatever colors you want and whatever moods you think you are going to be having. The thought about behind this mood wrap is to represent, as I said sometimes already, is to represent our state of mind each day for a couple of weeks, because we are not making a blanket. If you want to make a blanket, that's fine, you can make a blanket. I am not a blanket person. I don't have, I get bored when it's a too big project, so I don't do blankets, large things. So I thought it would be good for me and for us to make a wrap. But of course, you can make a blanket. And instead of representing the weather, or the temperature, like everybody else is doing, so I thought that we can represent our mood. It's the beginning of the year, and we want to maybe start a new year with new resolutions about our mental health, about how we are feeling, about how we deal with the stuff that comes at our door. And so I thought it would be a great idea to make a mood wrap instead of a temperature blanket. So I made this thing. I don't know how you call it in English. So I just took a cardboard piece and I put the colors and the kind of moods that I think maybe will represent how I feel each day. And then each day we'll make one row. Maybe you want to make 2 rows because you want the wrap to be bigger or wider, whatever. You can decide. It's up to you. I'm just giving you the time and the idea. And each and every one of us is so unique and creative. So you can do whatever you want. It's just an idea. And I want to make it also for myself. And so I thought it would be nice if I'll go live every day for the beginning, like a week or two, so we can meet here and see the progress and, talk about how we're feeling every day and so on and so on. So this is my color. How should I call it? Color, Barbara, help me. How should I call it? Color palette, maybe something. The colors that I chose for each mood. And the reason I'm using StreamYard is because I want to show you, I came up with a sheet that I think it's going to be very, very helpful. If you are a kind of person that you like to have control and see color palette chart. Yes. Thank you. Who is that? Margaret? Color choices. Yes. Great. So if you're the kind of person that you like to, have control of things and plan and see where you are and record everything that you do. So this sheet is going to be great for you. And if you want it, after I show it, after the live, I will post it in the guide section. But I want to show it now to you so you can tell me what you think about it and if you think it's a good idea or not. So let's see how I share my screen. Share screen. And here. Okay. So this is an Excel sheet that you can see. I made just a normal table, but we can enter here the date, like today it's January 2nd. So how do you do it? Like this? Yes, well, here in Israel, we do the dates like this, but I'm sure that I know in the States you write it opposite, like you say 1 second, 1, 2, 23, something like that. Doesn't matter. Everybody can write whatever they like. And I made here a list that you can choose from. Happy, sad, calm, tense, angry, hopeful. These are my choices. And of course, here you can tick if it's done or not done. And maybe one day you didn't have a chance to work on the wrap or whatever. This is just a suggestion. If somebody wants this, I can put more choices here. If you want me to add choices here so you can choose from, of course I can do it. There is no problem. You just write me what choices you want and then I put for everybody. So let me see how I go back here. Stop sharing. All right. So what do you think about this sheet? Do you like it? Do you want it? Do you need it? I will put it in the guide section anyway. So if you want to use it, it will be there. I thought it can be a good idea. The other thing, yes, Barbara, yes, you like it? Yeah. It's in a Google Sheets. But, you know, if you don't have Google Sheets, so you can use it in Excel, Microsoft Excel, it's all the same. I just use Google Sheets because I don't want to pay Microsoft. And I use the free Google Sheets. And another thing is that we decided on the Suzette stitch, which is a beautiful stitch. So do you all know how to work the Suzette stitch? If you don't know and you need me to make a quick tutorial, it's no problem. It's a very, very easy stitch. I made a little sample here. I hope you can see it. It's just 2 rows. What's good about the Suzette stitch is that it's how do you call it, reversible? So it's the same on both sides. So there is no right and wrong side. That's it. And what you have to remember about this stitch is that you need an odd number of chains for the foundation chain. Now, there are 2 options, of course, how to start this wrap. And I think each and every one of you can please explain how to do this. Okay, I will. 1 second. No problem, because it's really, really simple. We need an odd number for the foundation's chain, but I was thinking to myself whether I want to do the long chain and do rows, you know, horizontal for this wrap, or I want to do the width, so it's going to be more rows, but shorter. So it's going to be with a lot of more colors. I don't know. I prefer doing the long rows because I feel it looks nicer, but it's just a preference. And of course, everybody can do whatever they feel and whatever it's best for them. Because we're doing a wrap, so the size of a wrap is usually between 60 to 70 inches long and between 16 and 24 inches wide. So if I do the horizontal rows, the length, so I will have less rows to do until I reach, I don't know, 20 inches to make it like wide. If I do the width and not the length, so I will have much more rows to do. And it will be kind of a very colorful wrap. So it's your preference. If you want to make it, take your time and make it for a month or 2 months or however you want to make it long, you want to work on it. So if you want to work on it longer, I think you have to start and going in the width. If you want to work this project for, a month or something, like 30 rows or maybe 25 rows, so you can use and start in the length. All right? So this is something that you have to think about, each and every one of you, because it's your preference. This is not going to be a year-long project or challenge. I think it's going to be around a few weeks until the end of January. And then that's it. You have your wrap, your mood wrap. Of course, you can go on with it, as I said in the beginning, and make it a blanket or whatever you want. But it's just, for me, it's just a month project. Maybe you don't want to every day to do your row, and maybe you want to do, I don't know, 3 times a week. You can decide. It's a mood wrap, however you feel doing it. Now, about the Suzette stitch. The Suzette stitch, as I said, I'm explaining for Marguerite because she wants an explanation. You need odd number of chains, all right? So let's say here I have, I think I have 15 chains. I will do it like this. Let's start. I'll start from the beginning. So I make a slip knot, and then I go and I make 50. I will make just a sample, 15 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We have 15 chains. We start in the second chain from the hook, all right? Not the first chain. The chain on the hook doesn't count. So not the first chain, the second chain of the hook, we make a single crochet inside that chain. And then we make a double crochet inside the same chain. So we have 1 single and 1 double in the second chain from the hook. Then we skip 1 chain and we do the same. We skip 1 chain, and in the next chain we do 1 single and 1 double. All right? This is it. And then we skip 1 chain, and then we go and we do 1 single and 1 double in the same chain. We skip 1 in the next, 1 single and 1 double. And then we skip 1 in the next, and so on until you reach the last. I want to show you the last ones. Skip 1, 1 single, 1 double. Skip 1, 1 single, sorry. 1 single, 1 double, and you always finish the last one. You don't do 1 single, 1 double, you do only 1 single. In the last chain, 1 single, all right? And then you chain 1, does not count as a stitch, and in the same last single crochet, the last from the previous row, you start again. 1 single, 1 double. And then you skip 1, which will be the double from the previous row. And in the next stitch, which will be the single from the previous row, you go 1 single, 1 double. You see? It's a little bit... And again, you skip 1. This one I skip, which is the double from the previous row, and I go into the single and I do 1 single and 1 double in the same stitch. Skip 1, 1 single, 1 double, and this is it. This is a stitch. The good thing about this stitch is that you can go on and on and on, and it's the same. You just repeat. You just have to remember to finish your row with 1 single and not do 1 single and 1 double. So I'm in the last single double from the previous row. So I go to the single and I work only 1 single, chain 1, and I turn my work. And this is it. Can you see it? Marguerite, can you, did you understand what I said? It's okay? Or you need me to do it again? It's just 1 single and 1 double in the same stitch. Skip 1, 1 single, 1 double in the next stitch. Skip 1, 1 single, 1 double in the next stitch. That's all there is for the Suzette stitch, and you always finish with 1 single in the last stitch, and then you chain 1, which is just a turning chain. It doesn't count as nothing, and you start in the first single. All right, thank you. It's a very pretty stitch, and it makes such a pretty texture and so easy. And also it's reversible, so both sides are fine. Directions were great. Okay, thank you. I'm always with my English. I don't know if I say it correctly. So this is just a sample. I am going to start. So if you have your hooks and your yarn with you, let's make our first row together. I am going to start my first row, and today this is my, how did you call it? Color palette chart. And because today I'm very happy. I'm very happy. First of all, it's the starting of the year, so I'm happy. Second, I'm so happy. Oh, I see lots of people, more people joined us. If you're here, so please give StreamYard permission so I can see your name, and tell me, or maybe just write down in the comments your name so I can, if you have any questions, I can know who I'm talking to, and I want to say hi and shout out everybody and, you know, everything. So all I see here is Facebook user, Facebook user, Facebook user. So I don't know who I'm talking to you. Hi, Soraya, how are you? Yes, I can see you now. I hope you're enjoying it. If you just joined us, so go back to the beginning to see what we were talking about. So as I said before, if you have any questions, Soraya, just write in the comments and I can see them now here so I can answer. As I said before, my preference is to make it horizontal because I don't like when the stripes are it's very stripy and very narrow, but it's my preference. So you can decide however you want to make it. So I am going to make a long chain of, I don't know. I made a sample and I took measurements and I saw that 8 stitches, I wrote it down. So 8 stitches, it's about 4 inches. So if I make my calculations, I go, if I want 60 inches to be the length, so I divide 60 by 4 and multiply by 8. And let's see how much that is. Let me grab my calculator. I think it's 120. So I will need 120, and I need an odd number, so I will make 121 chains for the foundation chain. And today, as I said, I'm so happy because of the new year and because of my pattern being published in the Happily Hooked magazine. And I don't know, I'm just happy about all that. So I feel happy. So I'm going to use this happy color. I don't know if you can see it. It's this yarn. It's okay. It's Signet Chunky, 100% acrylic. It's called the color. It's called Bisque. Can you see? Can you see what's written here? Can you see it? Oh, because of the light here, I don't know. So it's a kind of pink with cream. It's very, very, how do you say it? Not gentle, but you know, not in your face, like we like to say, not in your face color. It's more like very soothing color. What? Happy New Year. God bless you all. Yes, Happy New Year to everybody. So I am starting my foundation chain. Are you working it with me? Do you have your hook and your yarn with you? Tell me in the comments if you have. And I'm starting my chain, my foundation chain. I want to make the first row. Tomorrow and the next days, we will just meet to crochet the next row together. It's not going to be such a long live, just because this is the beginning. I wanted to talk about all the foundation things about this challenge. So yeah, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have 20. So tell me in the comments if you are working with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. I'm going to write it down because then I forget. 40. Or you can write it down, or maybe you can use a stitch marker. I just don't have stitch markers here. Usually when I have such a long chain, so I put the stitch marker every, I don't know, 20 or 30 chains, so I don't forget. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. Okay, 40. 40, I have 80. I need another 40. Now, if you lose your count and you're having a long chain and you lose your count, usually I make a few more, so a few more chains, so you can, so if I don't have enough, or if I forgot or whatever, so I'm okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Another 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I need another one because we need odd numbers. So this is my foundation. Yes. Does it look long enough? Will it be long enough? 120? Maybe I should make, I don't know. What do you say? What do you say? Barbara, are you working with me? Yes? Okay, great. Somebody else is working with me? Watching first. Great, no problem. So then you work later. So I'm thinking now I have these 120 chains, but I don't know. What do you think? Think it's going to be long enough? I think it's a bit short. I'm going to make another 40 and see what happens, because I don't want it to be so short. 1, 2, 3, and I already made another one. Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. I think this will be enough. So let's start. I'm starting my first row for today. So as I said, we start in this, the loop on the hook does not count. So I'm starting in the second chain, right? The second, not this one, the second chain from the hook. I am working a single crochet and a double crochet in the same chain. This is my first stitch. Skip one, and in the next one, again, one single crochet, one double crochet. The first row is always a pain, right? But then everything is fine. Here I usually grab with my fingers here. So I pull this part with my fingers like this, and I have the hook here, so I can see where I'm working. So skip one, and in the next one, one single, one double. Now this is going to be, the color of this wrap is going to be according to your mood. So you can never know how this is going to turn out. One single, one double. Well, skip one, yeah, skip one single, one double. In the next row, it's going to be much better because you're always working on top of the single crochet and not the double crochet from the previous row. So it's really easy. All you have to remember is to work on the single crochet and to finish your rows always with only one single crochet. That's all there is for this pattern. And I think it's going to make us a beautiful, beautiful wrap, especially with the colors that you will choose. So there are colors that you like and you feel comfortable with, and all that. So this is it. What is it? Barbara says, I did 120. I'm going to make 10 more. Yes, okay. So I did the 40 more because I felt like it was, it also depends on of course, the weight of the yarn that you're using. This one, it says chunky yarn. I don't think it's I don't think it's a number 5 or 6. No, it's a number 4, maybe a little bit more than number 4, but not much more than number 4. And I'm using a 6 millimeter because I don't want it to be very, very tense. So I'm using a 6 millimeter hook. So it's, you see, it's kind of very loose and open, and it's nice. It's not, very tense. You know me already. You know I don't like these tense things. All right, so one single, one double, and this is all we have to do. Skip one single, one double. I'll keep doing this until I finish my row, and then I will post, when I finish, I will post my first row in the group, so you can post yours in the same, you can share yours in the same post, so we have a kind of a nice starting point. And then we will meet again tomorrow at 11 a.m. your time, Eastern time, not your time, Eastern time, which is 6 p.m. Jerusalem. What's the time in the Netherlands, Margaret? You're from the Netherlands, right? If you're still here, what is the time there? I think it's 1 hour behind us or something like that. I don't remember. So, okay. So I think, let me see. If anybody else is here. All right. I will continue to do my, this is how far I came. I will continue to do my row, and I will post, like I said, later in the group. I want to see yours too. So post yours, share in the same. You're from Canada. Why did I think that you're from the Netherlands? All right. Western Canada. What's BC? It's 8:40 a.m. Wow. It must be really cold there now, right? British Columbia, right? British Columbia, Canada? Yes, okay. Probably really, yeah, British Columbia. I remember. Yeah, never been to Canada. Cold and crisp. Yeah. All right. Here it's getting colder, but it's not very cold. The weather report said that we might have some rain this weekend. We'll see. But it's cold. Yeah, it's getting colder, but it's never very, very cold anyway. So, all right. So I am going to finish, as I said, and I'll see you in the group. I will post the sheet in the guides and I will write something. So if you want to use it, if you want me to add more options to the moods, to the feelings, so just write in the comments and I will add them and it will add automatically. If you download the sheet, I think it will add automatically. I hope so. All right, so I'll see you. I hope you enjoy it and I'll see you tomorrow. The same time, same place. Bye-bye.